Hi, so today I want to show you an updated version of my go-to makeup look. This is it right here. Super easy to do and I just love how fresh and easy it is. This is kind of like my go-to look all year round, no matter what season you're in. Honestly, I feel like this is the perfect, most simple look that you can do to kind of throw yourself together and you're out the door. Today's video is sponsored by MODA, so thank you so much for sponsoring today's video. I'm going to be showing you guys how I use one of my favorite kits from them. And this is the 7-piece rose bundle. It comes with 6 brushes, perfect for creating your entire complexion and eyes. And it comes with a really pretty flip case, which was designed to protect, hold, store, and even dry your makeup brushes. So you can put all your brushes into here and it keeps them safe. This is one of my favorite kits that they have, not only because it's rose gold and it's just so cute, but the quality is amazing. And this is all you really need to create the perfect base. So I've been loving using these brushes. I do have a code with them and it is Kristinax for 20% off this month since I am their Maven of the month. So I will leave the link and the code and everything down below. Check it out, you get 20% off and let's get started. Okay, so when I do this kind of makeup look, I usually do it in the mornings. That way I can just wear it throughout the rest of the day and not have to worry. So I start by washing my face. Obviously already did that. I actually already did my brows as well just to save us some time. And I don't really use primer, to be honest. I kind of just throw on a moisturizer because with this look, it's very light coverage, very minimal, so I don't feel a need to prime. But I did moisturize with the Ole Henriksen C-Rush Brightening Gel Cream. I really like this one. I love wearing vitamin C's in the morning, so this is a perfect way to moisturize as well as get some vitamin C on the skin. Believe it or not, I actually don't use foundation for this look. I love using like a really nice tinted moisturizer or a BB cream for this kind of look specifically. And this one is from First Aid Beauty. It's the Ultra Repair Tinted Moisturizer SPF 30. I love this one because it gives you enough coverage to even out any redness or discoloration, but it's definitely not going to conceal your entire face. And that's the whole point of this look, is to kind of just still look like yourself, still look very fresh, and not really look like you have makeup on, which I kind of love at the moment. So the shade that I use is the shade Cream. And honestly, I just apply it most days. I just apply it with my hands, but today I'm going to use a brush. I'm going to blend this out with the LE04 from MODA. This is the complexion brush and it's perfect for this. And also, when you use like a flat top brush like this, anytime you're applying any sort of very sheer foundation or a tinted moisturizer, it kind of helps to add coverage, if that makes sense, because you're buffing it in as opposed to like a sponge, which will soak up most of the product. So I either use my hands or a brush like this. And if you're like really not into tinted moisturizers and you need just a little bit more coverage than that, I recommend the Dior Face and Body Backstage foundation. This one is definitely a sheer foundation and it has the same kind of finish where it gives you like a skin-like finish, but it's a beautiful, beautiful foundation and you can actually build it up to kind of a medium. So sometimes when I do want more coverage, I'll actually just use that, or I'll mix it with like a moisturizer. This is how I get into this area between the brows. I actually pinch the brush and then I just go like that. Because sometimes, well, when you already have your brows done, you don't want to mess it up, so that's how I do it. I really like using the Becca Under Eye Brightening Corrector. This is the light to medium shade. It has like a pinky salmon undertone, which is perfect for correcting under the eyes. And I'm going to use the MODA LE11 brush. It's like the perfect concealer brush. And I'm just going to put some of this on my brush. And I like to just put this right in this corner. I don't put it on the whole under eye. I kind of just focus it where I have the darkness, which is mainly just like in here. And it instantly brightens, and then when you put concealer on top, it looks so good because this kind of like reflects. It reflects the light, and then when you put concealer on top, it just makes your under eyes look so bright. For concealer, I've actually been loving using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind concealer. This has been my favorite for years, and I only do like a tiny bit under the eyes, and I'm going to use the same brush to blend this out. Super easy. Now, even though this isn't a ton of makeup, you do have to set it, in my opinion. I always set my makeup no matter what, just because I don't want to be walking around looking like a grease ball all day. So I'm gonna set it lightly with my Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish. Very light type of powder. The brush I'm gonna use to set all this with is the LE22, and this is in the 7-piece bundle. And I'm just gonna dip this into my powder. This is actually the perfect size brush for under the eye. And it's so soft, so it will never give you any streaks or anything like that. I'm just gonna lightly set all over. Now I'm just gonna add some bronzer, blush, highlighter to kind of finish things off. I'm gonna use the NARS Laguna Matte bronzer. This is one of my favorites. Looks like this. And then the brush I'm gonna use is the LE03. This is like the perfect powder slash blush brush. I'm gonna lightly bronze around the whole face. I'm not gonna do any contouring because again, I try to keep this look as, you know, natural looking as possible. So we're not gonna do like full-on contour and all that. Sometimes I actually don't even highlight when I do this look, mainly because I forget and I don't have the time. And if you want a little extra definition, you can also just take the same brush, pinch it, and kind of go over it on your eyelids to bring in some warmth. Just like a quick little trick that I've been doing for years. For blush, I'm also gonna use a NARS product. This is NARS Orgasm, the OG. It's just a classic. It goes with everything. It looks great every time. And I'm just gonna use the same brush that I use for bronzer. I always do this. And then at the end of the day, just wash my brush and use it again for bronzer and blush. I love this blush. Like every time I put it on, I'm like, wow, it's so good. But I've worn it for years. When I do use this blush, that's why I don't wear highlighter, because it already, as you can see, it already gives you a glow. So I don't feel the need to do highlighter on top of this. And I like a lot of blush. So you do you, but I'm gonna do a lot of blush just because like I know that just in a couple of hours it's gonna fade. That's why I do a ton of blush at first. And you know, I kind of like it though. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more brown into my crease, and I'm gonna use the LE14. It's like the perfect little dome-shaped brush. And I'm just gonna dip this into my bronzer. This is like extra steps, you know, when I have time. And I'm like, let me just do a little bit more. I like to add more depth into the crease. Sometimes I'll do like a shadow wing if I have time, but this is like the basics. Like, this is what I do. So I actually did use all the brushes but one to do the whole complexion for this makeup look. And this is the brush that I didn't use today. This is the LE20. And this is like the perfect angled buffing brush. You can also use this for foundation. You can use this for cream bronzer, which is what I was planning on using it for but didn't end up, because this is like the perfect shape to place into your cheekbones and create like contour if you would like. It's a great brush for that and for foundation. I'm gonna use the new Push Up Lashes Pillow Talk Mascara from Charlotte Tilbury. This one has been really, really good. I love the brush on it. The brush is really nice. It actually makes it easier. It really enhances my long lashes. Look at that difference. Looks so good. This is such a good mascara, and it's like super black. So I normally always do liner no matter what makeup look I'm doing. This is the ColourPop Libby pencil in the shade Ashton, and honestly it's like the perfect light nude. I'm pretty pale right now, so all the nudes that I have right now are like kind of almost too dark for me. When I got this one, it was like perfect. And it actually has like a taupey undertone. It's not a warm nude, which is nice. And then just for fun, I'm gonna throw on the Lip Injections gloss from Too Faced. This is in the shade Soulmate, and it's also a nude, no surprise there. But it'll give you like a little plumping effect, so that's always nice. And it smells really good. And that, oh wait, almost forgot. I'm gonna set really quick with the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. This is like their holiday packaging, that's why it's gold, because normally the packaging is black. So easy. I love this setting mist. Okay, so that completes this look. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video because this is one of my favorite looks of all time. It's super easy to do, and it's just like one of my favorite go-to looks. Don't forget to use the code KristinaX for 20% off this month, and I will leave all the brushes and everything that I use down below like always. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys next time.